Hello, class. I'm going to first talk about the two questions that Megan asked. Actually, she got from Tracy on the quote from page 38 that reads, "Is literature an ideological instrument, a set of stories that seduces readers into accepting the hierarchical arrangements of society, or is literature the place where ideology is exposed, revealed as something that can be questioned?" Both claims are thoroughly plausible that literature is the vehicle of ideology and that literature is an instrument for its undoing. The first question was, put this passage in your own words, and what does the author mean by undoing of ideology? When I put this in my own words, I kind of dumbed it down a little bit, but what I thought it kind of meant to me was, is literature used to create and produce ideas, or is literature used to examine and dissect and explain these same ideas? And the second question, part of that first question, actually, I'm sorry, was what does the author mean by undoing of ideology? And like I kind of said in the second part of my own words, I kind of think the undoing would be the dissecting of the ideas, finding out, the what, the why, the hows, getting into the critical thinking of the literature behind the words, and kind of, dissecting and explaining it, being able to explain the literature. I think that's what he means by undoing, is kind of just more critically thinking and dissecting that. And and then the second question for that quote was, which of these do you find more frequent in teaching / understanding literature? Which is emphasized more in the education system? So I think that we do more of the undoing in the education system. We focus a lot on, dissecting literature review, doing literature reviews and dissecting literature and discussing, hours in class about the literature and what it means, and tying it into other ideas, and being able to explain them and learn from them. And I think that's what we focus on in teaching and education. And I think this kind of, the undoing of ideology and the, expanding on that has, I was kind of able to tie that into another question and another quote from the readings that I thought was interesting. So the other quote was, from the reading was, works are made up of other works, made possible by prior works, which take up, repeat, challenge, and transform. And that's pretty much a definition of intertextuality, which is, the belief that works comes from other prior works. And that's kind of, I think, that's what we're doing when we're undoing. This sounds crazy, but that's what we're doing when we're undoing the literatures. We're expanding on them from our other works. So, like I said, we focus a lot on dissecting these literature reviews and being able to figure out what they did wrong or what we can expand on and learn from them, so then we in the future can expand on that or make that better, and maybe fix what they did wrong and work off their progress. And I guess intertextuality has just kind of helped us work together and keep progress from generation to generation, and being able to work off that and making our whole earth better, and obviously not being selfish and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just kind of thought that was cool that I can kind of tie those two questions together in those two quotes, and think that it's kind of hand in hand the same. Well, tell me what you guys think about that. Might sound a little crazy, but that's what's going on. So, thanks.